Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately we still haven't got the maize in and neither have we got first cut in. On a normal year we would usually have both of those in by now, but due to the terrible winter that we've had, unfortunately the fields have just been too wet to get onto, and so we haven't been able to do them. But on a normal year we would be by this time probably spreading fertiliser onto the fields ready for second cut, but unfortunately we are where we are and we're just going to have to deal with it as best as we can. However, we do have a very small window of some good weather that we are currently in right now. The maize ground has been ploughed up and the soil has also been worked just once. Some fields are just going to stay worked just once and the other fields are going to have to be worked a couple more times. The contractors have also been through a couple of the fields with a subsoiler to drain the water a little bit better. And hopefully if this window of good weather continues, fingers crossed I can get first cut in and then I'll feel a lot happier. So I'm just going to show you now this little window that I'm talking about. Today is a reasonably dry day. We've got Wednesday looking okay, Thursday good, Friday good, Saturday chance of a bit of showers, and then after Sunday we have rain, 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 rain. And that is what we have to deal with in the UK. So as you can see, I've got the two pallets of maize seed behind me. We have two different varieties to go on two different types of soil. So like I say, the contractors have been working it. We did actually manage to get some muck out last week onto the maize ground, so it has had some muck, but I'm going to be taking the grass seed down to them today so they can start sowing a couple of the fields. I'm then going to be going down a little bit later on and spreading fertiliser on the fields that they haven't already sown, and then hopefully by the end of today, tomorrow, we can shut the gates and turn our back on it, and then hopefully we've got a good crop of maize growing ready to harvest in roughly September, October time. All right, let's go and drop this maize off. So just on the maize field now, this is one of the wetter fields that we've got for the maize, so this is going to have to be worked quite a bit more than the other fields. We have a closer look now, you can just about see, very lumpy, and that's no good for drilling maize. We want it to look a little bit more fine and dusty, just like that. So this is going to have a couple more passes with the harrows. But I've not been able to film this maize drilling job in a very good order because I've been doing some of the work myself, getting the fertiliser on. So in a rough order, the way that it works is, first thing we need to get the muck on. So the muck was applied to the fields that was dry enough to do so. The fields that weren't able to have muck because they were too wet, I'm now spreading fertiliser on them. Once the muck's on the ground, the first thing we do is plough the field. There's just one field that we've decided not to plough because we had some really bad weeds on there last year, and so instead of ploughing, what we're doing is we're going into it with a sumo. That basically just breaks up the soil just a little bit, and hopefully the intention is to activate the weeds on there and then leave it a week or two. Then we can round up the whole field, kill everything that's on the field, and then give it a couple of days. Then we're going to work the field with the harrows and then get the maize seed in. But for the rest of the fields, normal procedure is plough it up. So we turn it over after the ploughing, because the ground has been so wet this winter. We've decided to go through with the subsoiler, and that will drain the ground a lot better. And then the next job is the harrows, which breaks the soil down into the very fine dust, which is the way that we want to leave it for the maize drill. And then finally, the last thing is the maize drill, which plants the seed. Once the seed's in the ground, just for the seed to become a seedling, and then we go on with the spray. And then the spray that we use is a pesticide, which will hopefully protect the plant from any bugs or insects that's going to eat it. So I thought I'd give you a rough idea as the order of the maize, because now I'm going to leave you with a montage of all the work being done. Hope you enjoy.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before. You had the last word when you walked out the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone, I hate this party and I don't know anyone. We get drunk and we fight, but I forgive you, although you drive me crazy. we're back where it started. You say you're sorry, so we forget about it. Simple as that, but I don't know where my heart is. Still all that I want is you. Yeah, you. You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it, I need it. You light my fire just to put me out again. Still I need you. I'm weak for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. I'm weak for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it, I need it. You light a fire just to put me out again. Yeah, I need it.
So I'm currently getting the fertiliser on the maize ground. Now first spreading is a job that I quite like doing normally, because I also think it's quite an important job for me to do. Not just because the fertiliser is so expensive and I don't want the staff spilling any. It's more about the fact that I can get around the fields nice and quickly, and I can see where all the fields are up to and the condition of the grass. Now spreading onto maize ground is a different ball game. I try my best to time it so that I can spread fertiliser on the harrowed ground, but unfortunately sometimes I don't time it right and I have to spread fert on the ploughed up ground, which is not enjoyable in the slightest, because you get absolutely ragged around the tractor and you've got to go at a certain speed, because the fertiliser comes out of the fert spreader at a certain speed, and so it's all got to be applied over the field evenly, so you have to maintain that speed. But it just means the operator on the tractor, which is me, gets wrapped around the tractor like buggery. So maize ground, spreading fert onto maize ground just is not enjoyable, but it's my job and it's got to be done, so here we are getting it on. So I'm putting it on at a rate of 75 kilos per acre. We're going to use the urea, which is the 46%, is it? 46% in nitrogen. And that's the slow release of nitrogen for the plant, so that hopefully it doesn't just burn off the early plant, the early seedlings, should I say. So I'm going to get this fertiliser on now as quickly as I can. I've got a chap over there in the field, he's subsoiling. But fingers crossed, all being well, the maize is going to be in by the end of the day, and then that job's done, then we can start concentrating on first cut. Oh, it's all the joys, all the action, keeps us busy. Hey, we gotta love it.
Weak for you, yeah, you. Yeah, you. I'm weak for you, yeah, you. Yeah, you. Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do?
And so there we have it, the crop is in the ground. It's 3 weeks later now since I last filmed the video, and I've come back just to check the crop to make sure it's growing, which it is. It's a good thing. The spray is on now, so hopefully it's protected against the pests. So that's it now. I'm going to be shutting these gates and we won't be returning here for another probably 6 months, when by that time the crop is going to be taller than me, probably more like 8, 9, 10 foot, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's had enough fertiliser and manure, so Fingers crossed it is that tall. But that brings me to the end of this video. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and if you liked it, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, goodbye.